Hey YouTube pipe community. I'm here with Smarty Bob. I'm sure everyone knows who Bob is if you follow my channel.
Hello.
But we're in the same state. It's hot. It's 9 o'clock. How warm is it down by you?
Uh, right now it's 70, 70 some degrees, 76. We got a severe weather alert because of the air.
Yeah, I know it. It's like probably about 75 or 76 here.
Yeah, pretty warm.
So I don't remember what tobacco I put in what pipe. It's a problem. So
You got your you got your pipes loaded?
yep,
Okay,
but I,
I've loaded my one with the Carter Hall. I'm going to go on ahead and load the other one with your mystery blend.
so a couple. Oh gosh, it's probably been a while, but Ethan Parsimonious Piper did a video with the
Okay,
Carter Hall match
okay,
by Sutliff,
right.
and he said it was nothing like Carter Hall. It didn't smell like Carter Hall or nothing. And then he put out there if anyone wanted to try it and could even do a comparison. So I reached out. I said I would take it if no one else grabbed it. And so he sent me that and some Hearth and Home meat candy, which is pretty good too.
Yeah,
I might actually buy some more of that. It was something, it was different and something I'd probably smoke every once in a while. But um, and so I thought, I'm not a big expert on Carter Hall, so I thought I'd reach out to you. You could
well,
probably,
smelling Ethan's match, definitely smells different than Carter Hall.
yeah,
I mean, there's
smells
a
more sweeter. Um,
yes, definitely
more like vanilla.
definitely some kind of topping on Ethan's. So, and I got my right hand Carter Hall, my left hand at Ethan, and they're both carry Magic Against Pipes. They're about the same age, the same thing, so the pipe should not make any difference as far as the tasting. And ready to light up when you are.
Yeah, yeah. I'm smoking. I grabbed these two Missouri Meerschaums that you sent me when you did one of your giveaways.
Well, I've slept since then and forgot.
What are you lighting up first? The Carter Hall?
This is the Carter Hall,
Okay.
and it tastes like Carter Hall.
I don't think I've had Carter Hall in a while. I always had a pouch of it, and then they got rid of the pouches, and you got to buy a can. When I thought about buying a can, but you generously gave me a bunch of tobacco and sent me some Carter Hall.
Carter Hall lit up now. Let's try Ethan's blend. The nice thing about these is the humidity, the moisture of the tobacco is about the same.
Hmm.
Well, talking about freight trading. Well, believe it or not, Kurt, They smell different. The tin note is different, but they're close.
Really?
Ethan's definitely got a little more flavor. They call it the Ethan mix. What do you get?
So they're both similar, but yeah, the match has more of like a vanilla topping or casing or something. But they're both I both the Carter Hall, it would always remind me of like just a really nutty burly, and that's kind of coming through from the match as well.
I've tasted a few tobaccos that people thought was like Carter Hall, but this is as close as I've ever tasted.
This is why I brought you on, because I know you'd have a.
Well, how's the Indiana Pipe Club doing?
It's pretty good. Yeah, I'm looking forward to meeting up next month.
Next meeting's going to be in Greenwood,
Um,
or close to it,
Bar
something like.
Bargersville.
Okay, yeah, that's down there.
Yeah, actually went through Bargersville on our way to Bloomington.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I plan to be there. I would have been there this last time I'd had a family emergency.
Yeah.
You know how those things go.
Mm-hmm.
You been doing anything pipe week?
No, it kind of snuck up on me because I normally do the Meerschaum Monday and Cop Tuesday and all that stuff, and then
Yeah.
yeah, happened this week, and I just haven't. It's been so hot. I always smoke in the morning, my normal pipes and tobacco, and then in the evening I'll have a pipe or try to.
I'm like you. I'll wake up in the morning and have a couple of cups of coffee and a pipe or two, and then I don't smoke during the day much. And then in the evening, once the sun starts 3/4 going down, 7 or 8 o'clock, I'll light up another pipe or two. Sometimes I'll get a text from somebody to do a audio, another pipe smoker or two, and later on at 9 or 10 or 11, I'll be up talking to them. But normally it's a morning and evening activity.
Yeah.
Actually, if I'm going to smoke something during the day, it's probably a cigar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, especially during in this heat, I definitely smoke a lot more cigars in summertime and during the day. And
Interesting to keep two pipes going and smoking or talking at the same time.
yeah,
Well, I put out a video every day for Pipe Week, and it's I know some people do it every day like it's nothing. It's kind of been a chore, but and I'll do one today for Falcon Friday. But then I'm done. I'm just looking forward to watching the flat cap, and Lady Fire tomorrow.
what time is that gonna be?
It's going to be 6 p.m. Eastern Daylight Savings Time. So 6 p.m. our time.
I might have to. probably gonna have to miss it this year. We have our family night at the Fort Wayne Tin Caps.
All right.
So we have family night for a company I work for. So they give everybody tickets for you and your spouse and your immediate family.
Well, excuse my ignorance, but what is tin caps?
Oh, the Tin Caps, have you? I thought maybe a Hoosier like yourself would know the great Tin Caps. Do you remember the Fort Wayne Wizards?
Yes.
Okay, so they changed their name to the Tin Caps years
Oh,
ago, probably.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
I, I do remember the Fort Wayne Wizards, though. Ain't that
Yeah.
amazing?
Yep. I went in school we'd always go like a field trip to go to a game
Yeah.
and watch the
Yeah.
Wizards and stuff and then they changed the name to the Tin Caps because of Johnny Appleseed and stuff. That's kind of where they got their name.
Oh,
And then
okay.
yeah, so and then they made the new stadium. I don't know if you can call it a stadium. I mean, it's not huge by any means, but it's right in the middle of downtown Fort Wayne.
Yeah, I've been there, but it wasn't to see the tin caps. To see
Yeah.
the Wizards. Used to get up into Fort Wayne quite a lot. I would drive automobiles. I'd go up and pick them up out of Detroit or close over there. So I'd go up, go across. I think it's 26 over to up into Detroit. So I
Yeah.
went to Fort Wayne. I was going to Fort Wayne before Wayne had that interstate that went around. You know, which made it nice. Well, this is about as close to a Carter Hall match as I've tasted so far.
Yeah, there's not much difference. Just a light vanilla on the match, I think, and that's
Yeah. And since Ethan did this himself, I don't know what he used to get the vanilla taste. I'm
well, I
sure
don't
he didn't.
Ethan didn't blend it. This is from Sutliff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, he just yeah,
Oh, he just said, I got it. Got it.
yeah.
Got it now. Ethan's quite a presenter. I really enjoy his channel a lot.
Hmm. Yeah, I got to hang out with him for a while at Muletown. I hung out with him a little bit last year at Muletown, then this year, I think it was Sunday morning, I went back to the show and I had a few or just hung out before heading back home and I just found a chair and sat and smoked a few pipes and had some coffee and I talked to him for a good time.
Yeah, he's quite a presenter. Good guy. We've got a lot of good guys on the YouTube pipe community of presenters. Interesting stories. You stop and think of all those presenters, they're the fabric of our nation. Well, I go back and forth, be quite honest. This Carter Hall match is pretty good. I don't think I'd ever stop by in Carter Hall, but I would definitely consider this as a
I think it's
go-to also.
I don't think it's very much for a pound. I think you can buy it on was it Pipes and Cigars? I'm not sure where I can't the label didn't say if it's smoking pipes or pipes and cigars. I'm
I'll have
wondering
to
if it
check
because
it
I know
out.
pipes and cigars has I think their other like their own matches.
Yes,
I think
yes.
It says match Carter Hall, so I don't know if it's Sutliff or if it's Pipes and Cigars. I think it's Sutliff though. I don't.
Yeah. Well, it's a pretty good morning smoke. I'm having my coffee. I assume you are too.
Oh yeah,
He drinks about 3 cups in the morning. That's too many.
I am. I'm off work today. We have been slow, so they're giving us a few days we can use up until August of like it's like voluntary unpaid time off, So I mean, if you can afford to take a day off,
Yeah.
then they encourage it because it's, saves them money or whatever, and we don't have the work right now. We're a little slow. So
We used to have that. We used to have that also. We called it VTO.
yeah. I decided to take today off and do some stuff around the house, and so normally I just make a regular drip pot of coffee. I'll take a whole thermos to work and drink that. But weekends or days off, I'll do a French press or something a little bit more fancy.
All right. So did you do a French press today?
Yep. Yeah.
All right. I normally through the week I fix a whole pot of coffee and nurse on it half the day. But today we got one of those Keurigs and you put the cup in. And
Hmm.
my wife's out of town, so I figured I'd fix me a cup or two just out of the Keurig.
It was Keurig. We had a Keurig for a little bit, and then we have a Keurig now, but we got the one where you have you make a pot, but then you can also make a cup.
Oh,
And
okay.
I like having the option of making a whole pot because if I plan on drinking a lot of coffee at home, I'm not gonna keep on putting cups in and or the pods. Those are
Yeah,
expensive too.
yeah. This little one we got just takes just a little cup at a time.
Hmm.
And you're right. It's three times. Are you hearing my phone go off?
No.
Okay. Should have put it on airplane mode. As it continues to ring. Yeah,
you
so
you live on a golf course?
yes. In fact, right there, right behind me is the golf course.
Hmm.
There's a row of houses here and a row of houses here, and there's this swath down through the middle. And then this is a pipeline. Nothing is built out here, and then the golf course is right there. In fact, yeah, there's somebody out there on the. I don't know whether you can see it behind me or not. Somebody out there on the green now, getting ready to lose his ball.
I'm always nervous to play around houses because I'm not very good. And
Well,
I'm getting better though.
every
It's going a little bit straighter. But usually when I play it, I always splice it to the left or the right, and it makes him. I always seem to do worse if there's a house real close by.
there's my house here, and I live on a cul-de-sac. There's my house here, and then there's the cul-de-sac. And of course, right next to me here is blank. There's no houses. It's just kind of a public access area. And then 2 houses on the end, and there's a lake back there, and those houses are on the lake. But there's a tee right in front of those houses, and those guys will tee off those houses or tee off in front of those houses, and it'll go over the houses, hit the road, and bounce in my yard. Every day I'm picking up 3 or 4 golf balls in the yard. I take the dog out to a walk, and of course she loves finding the golf balls. And so I got a bunch of chewed up golf balls.
I always thought insurance is probably a lot more expensive to live on a golf course, maybe. I don't know if it's much more.
Well, this is actually a golf course association, and it's kind of like a homeowners association. And actually, the association is responsible for everything on the outside of the house: the roof, the gutters, the brick, the caulking, everything. I'm only responsible for things inside the house. My responsibility stops, they say, at drywall's edge. And so actually, my insurance is like almost like renter's insurance.
Okay, wow.
So I get, my insurance is about half what it used to be when I had the farm. So that's kind of good. Also, they're responsible. Let's say you're, of course, this is a pretty new house. Uh, let's say your house would get a roof leak and the leak would go in and cause damage inside your cabinets or drawers, stuff like that. Then they're responsible. I'm not. So I get a pretty good break on insurance.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it. And there's a few restrictions. I would, of course, I got this little dog that's always running around. If I owned everything, I would have a fence out and have a backyard fence for her. So, but I got a portable fence I put out front. She runs around up there.
Hmm.
She's pretty good. I let her out here loose. We got a leash law, uh, not only in this community but in this whole town. They got a leash law where you got to keep your dogs on a leash. So,
Yeah.
but I let her run out around here, and she always obeys me. She's never run away, and she's not on a leash. Well, getting this down about half, and the taste has not changed. Same taste. I know some of these tobaccos, you light them up and they taste one way, and you get it down about half or three quarters of a bowl, and they kind of change their taste a little bit. But this is the same.
Hmm.
Well,
You got any final thoughts on them?
I would say of all the Carter Hall supposedly matches that I've tasted, this comes as close to Carter Hall as any, although there is a little difference, but very little.
Yeah.
I would say if you was interested in Carter Hall and you found this match a lot cheaper, I would go on ahead and invest in the cheaper match if price means anything to you. I think it's well worth the money. Some of this match tobacco is getting pretty good. Also, there's that company that puts out the best of the rest.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're familiar with that or not. That's when they do blending and they're done, and they clean out their mixers, clean out everything, and they got some tobacco left over. They put it in the bag and they sell it the best of the rest.
Yeah. I don't
That's
think
pretty
I've
good.
tried it, but there's somebody in the Fort Wayne Cigar Club that he bought a whole, it comes in like a pound bag and for like $16 or something like that, something crazy.
Right, right. It's about $1 a pound,
Yeah.
and it's pretty good. You can't tell it from anything else. Well, that's Smarty Bob's final thoughts. It's a good match.
Yeah, I agree. It's yeah, pretty close. And it really throws you off. The bag note is the only thing that's really different. Like
Yeah, yes.
you
The
wouldn't
bag
tell it.
note is different. Yeah. Once you heat it up, it's most close to the same.
All right. Well, thanks, Bob, for joining me.
I, I really appreciate it. You have a good weekend, and you anybody else out there watching this, happy Pipe Week, and 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Daylight Savings Time on Saturday. We'll see you. Thanks a lot,
Catch you in the
Kurt.
next one.
Okay, bye.